Good evening. So it's different today. I'm outside. It's just beginning to get dark. My neighbours are in the garden having a conversation. It's quite serious, I think. Teaser was running around the garden trying to find the squirrels, which have gone to bed. She doesn't know. And I thought that we'd film outside. The outside light keeps coming on and off. I thought I'd film this outside because I want to talk to you about the night time. Animals of the night time. Okay? So, it's getting dusk. I'm looking to see if I can see my bat, but I can't. So I have a bat that comes out at night and flits around the bottom of the garden. And I have moths that come in the garden to take the pollen and the nectar from all my flowers. Because moths do that at night, and insects and butterflies and bees and stuff do it during the day. And the animals that come out at night, like bats and things, are called crepuscular. Crepuscular, it's a good word, isn't it? It means they come out in the dusk. So, I've been talking about bats, because I like bats. And the first question is, what is the name of Britain's most common bat? Right, it's not difficult to find out. I've got different glasses on tonight because the armour's just fallen off my glasses and I don't like them. I'm having trouble. Can't actually see very well in them. These are old ones. Question 2 is, how do bats catch food at night? Now, they can't see in the dark. They haven't got special eyes that help them see in the dark. They do something very specific that helps them to pinpoint where their food is. And what they eat at night is moths and insects, night-flying insects and stuff like that. And they do something very, very clever. And if you have a read up about that, then you'll find that very interesting. I find it very interesting. And next week we will talk a little bit more about how you can tell different sorts of bats. But we'll talk about that next week. Now, I don't know whether you've ever heard me talk about the Latin names of plants and animals and things now. Latin names. So, a flower, for instance, I'm sitting in front of a flower that's called a petunia. I'm sitting in front of this basket thing with petunias planted in it. And they have a Latin name. A Latin name is a name that's given to all mammals, plants, insects, everything. And it means that wherever you are in the world, people who know about those sorts of things will always be able to know what you're talking about. So if I say to somebody, oh, I've got snapdragons growing in my garden, they'll think, snapdragons? What's she talking about? We don't call them snapdragons in, I don't know, Patagonia or Australia. Antirrhinum is the Latin name, antirrhinum, and it describes what they look like. Latin words describe what things look like. So everything has got Latin names. So what I want you to do is to look up barn owl and find out what its Latin name is. Barn owl, okay? Right, this is a slightly easier one. What's the name of the black and white mammal that we often see at night in the countryside? Now, I actually get a couple that come in my garden as well. It's not usual in the city, but I do because where they live is down on the railway line. And then question 5 is, what is the name of where they live, the house that they live in? So you told me about foxes the other day. What's the name of this particular mammal's house? And number 6 is about hedgehogs. What's the name of a baby hedgehog? Right? Not like Fred or George or Harry, but what's the proper name? Like a dog is a puppy. A teasel is a puppy. I don't know where she's gone, actually. So, could you tell me what the name of a baby hedgehog is? And there's another thing. So sometimes we have hedgehogs come in our gardens, and they say to us, don't ever put milk down for hedgehogs. Can you tell me why you shouldn't put milk down for hedgehogs? If you look up about hedgehogs, it'll soon tell you. Now we're going to go back to owls. And could you tell me how many types of owls there are in Britain? How many different sorts of owls there are in Britain? Now, there's not hundreds, there's a few. I've seen 4 types in this country, but there are more. So if you could see if you can find that one out, all right? And it's beginning to get dark, and what I'm going to do is just going to turn the camera around. Oops, that's my picnic table, and you can just just see that it's dark, isn't it? Look, there's my solar lights. And just here. Oh, there's Teasel on the path. You see her? And then these are my roses, which you can still see the beautiful colour. It's my washing there, beautiful colour of the roses. This is the pink one that smells absolutely beautiful. So next time I'll give you a tour of my garden in a little video. Anyway, let's flip it back so you can see my beautiful face again. There we go. And we don't use that sky dish anymore, just thought I'd tell you. Good luck, and I hope you had a beautiful half term and it was nice. I think it's going to rain tomorrow, but the gardens need it. Oh, the moon's just come out. Hang on, I'll flip it around again and you can have a look at the moon. There it is. It just came through the clouds. There we go. So that's quite good. Here's the outside light. And the sky. There's no stars. Oh, there's my bat. Just flitted over the top. I wonder if we can see if we can catch him on video before I disappear. Where's he gone? Can't see him now. He's gone away. He's gone looking for. A moth somewhere. I think we're going to make a moth trap this week, which is just a light and a sheet, and you can the moths land on the sheet and then they drop down into a bucket at the bottom, and then you can, in the morning, you can have a look at them and then you let them go. No, my bat has decided not to come back. Anyway, better not make this video any longer, and we'll talk next week. Okay then, bye bye.